We shall be discussing the beautifully simple yet extremely dangerous cross. Ouch. Next we'll talk about the cross, and the cross is the punch that probably does the most damage. It has the most knockouts in all of striking sports, and here's how we are going to do this one. So, while the jab was with my lead hand, the cross is always going to be with my rear hand. So my left leg in the back means my left hand is going to do the punch. Now what I'm going to do is make sure that this also is a very straight punch. No weird curvature on the punch. One straight line equals the fastest way to get to the opponent. Let's take a look at the feet next. What I'm going to do is step with that lead leg here, just like with the jab. And I'm also going to place all of my weight onto it, as you're about to see here. All of my weight is placed on that front foot. Now, that front foot having the weight on it is very important because it makes the back foot very light. And what we're going to do with that back foot is pivot medially. So I'm going to turn my foot on the ball of my foot towards the inside of my body. And that is extremely important when you're throwing a cross. I'm going to explain why. So the weight powers up the punch, but we also need to get torque to power up this punch. And by pivoting on my back foot, that is going to allow my hip to turn into the punch. And when my hip turns into the punch, I get the torque of a very large joint added onto my strike versus just hitting with the hand or just the arm. So pivot, and that's going to be big with a lot of strikes in this. The pivot and hip relation is huge. Always remember, the two ways your punches are going to get power is weight and torque. By stepping forward, you get the weight. By pivoting, you get the torque. Next on our journey, we will be